the original intent for the studio was to be a small, like, live recording facility straight to air.
And when looking for a place to put some gear to make a recording, we decided on the big warehouse room that they call the tilt wall space out there. Mostly we decided on that because it was totally vacant and they didn't have anything in there at the time, and Eddie let me rent it for really cheaply.
Yeah, good relationship.
It was
start.
It was a good start to kind of knowing someone, and he was like, "What are you doing in here?" And I said, "Well, we've got a guy that we met that we're excited about recording his music, and I'm just going to invite some friends in, and we're going to set up." We set up like only the necessities to make a recording.
We built a very makeshift space out in this warehouse. It was made out of items like reclaimed HVAC, packing blankets from U-Haul,
stacks of bodies.
It was fun. We had people ducking their head in from the hallway because they heard music, and they thought, "Oh, what the hell's going on in there?" There's a little joke about this control room that we're in at the moment, in that we were up here one day, and I can't remember who said it, but we looked around and we kind of said, "Wow, we kind of built Josh's old trailer."
I spent 8 years living in a Spartan. Do you know what Spartans are? The old early Airstreams.
Yeah, okay.
That was where I made music and recorded music before, and I feel like this is a joke. Like they basically, I started to feel trapped in that place, and basically I'm back in my old trailer.
And the idea behind this specific room, as in with the tracking in the elevated control room, is kind of, really the idea that we've got enough space on the floor that you can have a band down there to play all together and kind of capture what it is to do a live performance. And then you've also got enough space to, put a bunch of different instruments and get people to do individual things. And it's just supposed to be kind of like a large scale recording studio, the kind that you're just not really supposed to build anymore unless you're crazy. And I understand why. You can do so much of it at home and in smaller spaces and with overdubs, but we just decided that wasn't what we were trying to represent or do.
Yeah. We wanted a radio studio. We ended up with like a full-blown tracking studio. We just wanted to make a record for Leon to sell at his shows. Ended up like kind of putting him in touch with a lot of aspects of the music business, and then that launched. So it seems like we're kind of naturally working in that direction.
We started the Leon idea. It was just that. It was, this guy's songs are great. I'm going to call up Andrew Skates, Kenny, Cliff, because I know them personally and like them, and I had, I hadn't seen Andrew in 10 years almost, and reunited with him at like a show once. It was just like, hey man, and that, and it was like, you guys like this guy's recordings? Would you like to record with this guy? And Josh and I had the idea. It all started from a place of purely just trying to get something kind of positive started.
Some of the gear in here is quite old. I'm not going to name any gear in particular since I'm standing next to all of it. I'm not going to call anything out here, but
don't hurt your feelings.
Some of this gear is quite old, and it requires maintenance, and you're not always sure when that's going to happen. A lot of the stuff in here is actually made to mil spec. The radio console here was built in the 40s. It was quite literally built to take a bomb because of the time it was built.
If you look in here, like the channel strip, this with all these tubes and transformers and what have you, it's like
a ton of iron.
What this is what that is. You know what I mean? This is 20, 30 years later.